What's going on, YouTube? County Gains back here again. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. I hope the audio is good on this video as well. So, you know what I mean? I'm just driving back from Dublin, so I just wanted to give another little quick video, guys. I love doing these in-car videos, just talking, because it kind of kills the time quite fast, as well as hopefully giving you guys some information about various different topics. So last night, guys, I was watching a Nelk podcast, and really inspiring. You know, I love the Nelk boys. I've been watching them since day one. I've been watching the Nelk boys since they've had like legit like 10k subs. I remember like way back, like I was like an OG like watching them. I'm an OG with a few different YouTubers. Not all, mostly fitness YouTubers. A lot of the, you know, Vitaly, shit like that, guys, like Bradley Martin. I used to watch those guys way back before like anyone knew about them. I would imagine in Ireland, probably in America, they're pretty up to date on the old fitness YouTube and just YouTube in general, guys. But I was just thinking there, like, they talked about last night how basically one of the most important things that you can have in the social media game, guys, is the ability to adjust to situations. Kind of like you know, just the ability to adjust to situations in life. You know, not hang on to certain things, and also be able to quickly move from different topic to different topic, so that you're able to garner, you know, as much from the trends or whatever as possible. And I realize now a lot of YouTubers that I do see on the internet just on YouTube in general. That's the only platform I pretty much use, guys. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, go follow me, but I just use YouTube 24/7. I feel like the ability to use you know, your time wisely when it comes to posting stuff, and just in life in general, guys, is very important. You know, I was actually thinking recently, like, that a lot of different people talk about, you know, that ability to quickly latch on to news topics, and, you know, quickly get lots of news topics that you can talk about, and etc., etc. Like the women's football team singing, you know, the IRA team, you know, whatever, the wolf tone song, stuff like that, guys. And basically how, you know, how it's very important to like continually adjust to certain things. But it also relates to like relationships, guys. And I was thinking about this one yesterday myself, because everyone knows, obviously, you know, to always stay on top of things. You know, if you're on social media, you have to stay constantly changing. Here, go here, go here. You know, you're constantly changing. You know, letting go of different things. You know, trying to see what works for you, trying to see what doesn't work for you. And I'm kind of constantly in that process for the last year. I've nearly hit 20k subs, which is a good achievement. It's okay. It's nothing spectacular. A lot of people would probably say it's quite good. I personally don't think it's that great, guys. You know, I want to get to 100k, I want to get to 1 million, you know, I want to get to these high numbers. But obviously, guys, this trial and error process is what's going to come into play when you're kind of undertaking any endeavor in life, guys. You need to be constantly losing to be constantly gaining. You know, you need to be constantly failing to be constantly figuring out what works for you, what's going to garner the attention, etc., etc. Like, I'm trying everything. I'm trying music, controversial videos, like you guys can see. I'm trying a lot of different things, so bear with me on that one, guys. But I do appreciate all the love and support. I also tried a lot of different short videos. You know, the shorts I tried, guys, were funny because, you know, like, I have to post shorts, guys. I have to, because whether or not people like it on my channel, it gets you more subscribers, it gets you more views, which equals more revenue, right? But the thing is, guys, I don't like posting shorts personally. I like the long content format. You know, I don't particularly love posting I don't post to TikTok, but you know, I love YouTube Shorts. I do love it, but the idea of it, but actually creating those shorts probably isn't the most fun. You know, whether the video is a minute long or 30 seconds long, it's not the most fun in the world. It's definitely a lot easier, guys. I post one short in like legit 15 minutes. It had 4,000 views. You know, so this kind of stuff will get you motivated to do work. But just know deep down that the only thing that wins overall is long form content on YouTube, guys. Whatever, it trumps Instagram, it trumps TikTok, it trumps absolutely everything. Long form content on YouTube. Now, there's a couple different topics I want to talk about as well, guys. I'll get into those later if I remember them. But one of the ones was people were asking me, like, yo, about that Nelk video, because I was talking to a friend, and he said, like, what do you think about that, the ability to adjust quite fast? I said, absolutely. You know what I mean? But it's quite important as well with relationships in your life, guys. Like, I'll tell you a story. I used to have this friend, guys. Well, I didn't really know him that well. He wasn't a friend ever, but he was a friend of a friend. acquaintance of a friend, and he literally, like, one day I knew him quite well, and this is the ability as well, guys, to let go. One week I knew him quite well. He was hugging me, saying I love you. You know, I had a bunch of chicks in my car, and we were bringing them to the beach, and I brought them to the beach, and we let them go, whatever, and he was hugging me, I love you, and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, cool, man, I think he's gonna get laid or some shit like that. I didn't know what was going on really in his mind, but then I dropped him off. I drove home. I actually didn't even hang around. I just went home straight away, guys, because I think I had a girl at the time, something like that. This is back in college days, or just after college, where everyone was just, you know, the whole phase. I just get with everyone, guys. It was crazy. The amount of women, you know, that, bro, it was just crazy, right? So everyone, I know the guys that get a lot of chicks can understand that. Like, if you guys know a lot of women or get women, like, you guys can kind of, you know, understand that, yo, like, yeah, this phase that you go through, you're getting a lot of women, guys, but you're really gaining nothing from it. You know, you're gaining nothing. What did I achieve up to the age of 25, guys? Absolutely zero. I got with a bunch of chicks, but it doesn't matter, guys. And, you know, no matter what you say, guys, all these celebrities that are like getting with loads of women, it's because they have the money, guys. You can get away with not having shit till about 25, guys. Even if you're still in college, maybe a little bit later, if you're getting with a bunch of chicks, whatever, you can get away with that, you know, when you're 21, 22, 23, 25. But after that age, guys, you start to realize, oh shit, man, I wasted all my time getting with these women. And what I mean to say by this is, guys, you're basically trying to shift, you know, in life as well, not just in like topics, like the micro. Like, I would say that the shifting in topics of like, what is today's news topic? What is today's news topic? That's like the micro in life. But the macro shifting, guys, you know, is huge. You know what I mean? You have to understand this is a different phase in life now. So when I was hugging that guy and we were cool, literally like a week or two later, guys, he was like going crazy, saying like, oh, Chris did this, and like going crazy, saying all these made up stories. And when I realized as well, two things, guys, because he said that basically I made fun of him because he got rejected by women. He wasn't working on himself, never had a job, you know, overweight, all this kind of stuff, guys, low confidence, all this stuff. And, you know, you could tell, obviously, just looking at a guy, like, whether they have pride in themselves or not, guys. And obviously this guy didn't. But what I mean to say by that, guys, is some of the biggest arguments in your life, as well as shifting dynamics in your life, whether that be shifting people out of your life or shifting people into your life, will also come from women, guys. That this is the biggest one, I think, that a lot of people don't put enough emphasis on in life. You know, guys will snake you for women, man. I don't know what it is, man. Guys will snake the hell out of you for women. Your best buddies could just turn on you in a second and completely just try and just kill you over not getting it with a woman. Or apparently I said, oh, I made fun of him in front of some women or something. And I really put into perspective that, like, oh yeah, I understand. And this has happened a few times in my life where, you know, good quote-unquote acquaintances or friends I knew would get like mad, you know, and it's really internally, you know, it's nothing to do with you guys. If you guys, you know, if you guys understand that, it's nothing to do with the person, like, you know what I mean, not being nice to women or something like that. It's nothing to do with that, guys, or the ability to shift. That's one reason. But the real reason is that guys lack this confidence. They lack this you know, inept ability to get women, guys. They just like lack hugely fundamental things, like just talking to women or just chatting to them, and they will snake you. Like, if they get any chance to get with a woman, or like say you want to go out, or like a girl wants to go out, like they'll 100% just go with the girl over you, even though, let's say you have, you know, you've been best friends since you were kids or whatever. Like, and these are the true people that, you know, guys, are the true losers in life, man. You know what I mean? And there are losers in life, man. I'll tell you guys something, like, you know, it really does hit you like a ton of bricks that, you know, people take such a thing that really doesn't matter, guys. Getting women doesn't matter. Your legacy, your purpose, you know what I mean, your abundance mindset, these are the things that matter. These are the three most important things, guys. Everything else is to the side. Your legacy can be included with your kids and stuff like that, I understand that, but like, literally to snake a guy over women is just very strange to me. I never in my whole life have done this. You know, I always had an abundance mindset. I've had situations where guys, you know, let's say you're competing to get with a girl on a night out, and really the competition between guys is it's really non-existent, guys, because women have the final say. Like, you can't go up to a woman and say, you're coming home with me. This doesn't work like that, guys. And I think guys have this real twisted mentality, and this is why they never blame the woman. They never say, okay, she doesn't want to get with me. It's either my fault or her fault. They always push it somewhere else. They always say, no, it has to be someone else's fault. I'm perfect. I'm a narcissist. I'm perfect. It has to be somebody else. It cannot be a fault of mine. It can't be that I'm not working on myself. I don't have any money. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, I have no purpose. I have no confidence. Whatever the case may be, guys. These are all internal workings of yourself. They can't understand how a guy can be better than. Whereas in reality, guys, you have to live a life where basically thinking everyone is better than you, you're dying. Life is this thing where you have to kind of shift your whole reality. You know what I mean? To understand that everything is temporary. And this is the point I really want to get onto, guys. I'm 11 minutes in, I'm getting onto the point. Everything in life, that's just a quick little story to understand to you guys that everything shifts, man. Every single thing in life, whether it's amazing, and I want to delve into this really, really far, guys. Whether it be amazing or really shitty, guys, no matter what, terrible times or really good times, if you're working on yourself, and even if you're just bottom of the barrel, not doing shit, guys, life will always shift. It will always take massive shifts that you guys can't control. Like, that was one instance where I thought friends, because friends is a big one, guys, because, like, if you have any kind of support system with you, if you have any kind of network, business partners, or anything like that, if you get snaked because of some reason that, like, really you can't control, like, you can't control women picking someone over someone else, it's not really how it works in life, you have to understand that women choosing a man, is mainly due to what their interests are, however they perceive a man. One woman could look at me like I'm a god, like I'm better than Eminem, I'm one of these rappers, in some facet in their mind. One woman could look at me like that, whereas the next woman will look at me like a worthless piece of shit, that I'm a nobody, I'm an absolute complete loser, and you guys can't control that. But what the point of the matter is, guys, life will always take huge shifts, and, like, you really can't worry about, like, where these shifts are going to take you. You can't worry about, like, okay, 1 minute I'm, like, making 10 grand a week doing this sick job or whatever, or whatever, making really good money in this good job, and then all of a sudden you lose it, and then you delve into this deep depression. What was Darwin? He said, like, that the ability of humans to adjust to situations, like homeostasis or whatever, was the maximum ability of how humans progress as a species. Survival of the fittest. What he actually meant by survival of the fittest isn't anything to do with cardiovascular or muscular fitness, guys. Nothing to do with that. A lot of people think that's actually what it is. Oh, the biggest, strongest survive. It's actually not the case, guys. If you actually read what he means, I know a lot of people know this is basic information. What he means by that is the ability to adjust to situations, homeostasis, your body's ability to adjust to different weather climates, to different things. Your mental, and I think it's actually deeper than that. I think it's a lot deeper than what they think, just like the ability to adapt. It's your mental ability to adapt to certain situations, guys. Can you survive this tough situation? I put up a video there recently, and it basically talked about why I love winter, and it's like, I love winter because I know I'm digging deep. I'm going to a mental fatigue, a mental place that 99% of people won't go to, guys. You have to be able to hit that place. I'll give you guys another instance. A few years ago as well, I must have been like 23, I think, is when I first realized this. And I think from the age of about 23, my life completely changed. I think everyone has these massive changing moments every like 5 to 10 years. I think everyone has these pivotal moments in life, because everyone's on a journey in life, guys. You have to understand that everyone's on a journey and they're trying to find their own way. But you'll have these huge pivotal shifts in life, and mine was about 22, 23, where I was about 240 pounds. I was a big guy. I thought I was big, like David Goggins. Kind of similar story to his. Obviously nothing to do with the military. Obviously the man's a hero, war hero. But for me, it was similar in the fact that, like, I was 240 pounds, this big guy, and I thought I was big and strong. But actually what I was doing was I was just fat, guys. And I was covering up my mental weakness with just a big fat exterior, guys. And that's what a lot of people do. They cover up these big exteriors. That's why a lot of gym people or whatever, pretty much everyone that goes to the gym, it's an ego-based driven, guy. It's ego-based, and it's driven. It's driven by ego and the ability to get women. Like 99% of guys, if guys could get laid being 500 pounds, 99, I would say, oh man, nearly 100% of guys, well, let's say 80 guys, I don't want to dog out everyone because that's not nice, but let's say just the most people, the average person, would say, okay, I'm going to be 600 pounds. If women were attracted, or they didn't care about how guys looked, how much money they made, these external things that you guys can't control, if women weren't attracted to that genetically, it's not even like, it's just programmed in them. It's nothing to do with like you guys thinking, oh, it's just women's nature. Same as men's nature. I'll go on to men's nature and say, if they weren't programmed to be like that, guys, every single guy would be 700 pounds. Like straight up and down the board, guys. That's just how it is and how it'll always be. Like every single guy would be like 800 pounds, sitting there playing PlayStation all day, eating donuts. Guys, I went to Dunkin' Donuts in America. I literally was upset. I don't drink coffee. I had 3 huge coffees, small as fucking that big, 2 liters is a small in America, insane shit. I got 2 of these Dunkin' Donuts. I got 3 of these coffees in Dunkin' Donuts in New York, upstate New York, right? Obsessed, thinking, geez, I can't even control myself. And I was with a girl, guys, and that's the thing, when you get into these relationships and stuff like that, to move on from that point, you just start to get comfortable, and that ability to, and this is why guys always make fun of people in relationships and, guys with steady jobs and this kind of thing, is because you're in a comfortable state right now. That comfortable state makes you comfortable. Hard times makes hard people. You guys have heard all Joe Rogan, all these meatheads talk about hard times makes hard people. Well, really, guys, what hard times have you gone through? Like in your life, like what hard times have most people gone through? I'll come back to that in a second, guys. Pretty much no one's gone through any hardship, like especially in the Western world, guys. Yeah, like obviously I grew up poor as shit. Like everyone has a hardship, like when you grow up a certain way. I had no food in my house. I don't know what was up with that. I just had no food in my house till the age of about 18. Well, actually the age of about 20. Then at the age of 20, I started getting regular money, right? I had a lot of money actually. I still do, right? For me. But what I'm saying is, and savings, all that kind of thing. But getting back to the original point, guys, my life took a massive shift at the age of 22, 23, because I thought I was this big strong guy, but I was really masking it. So then what I decided to do, guys, I was like, let me start running, right? Let me try and cut down and let me start running, get really fit, because I've never ran in my life. I actually hated running. Running was the one thing in my life I absolutely hated. I've actually grown to love it now. I actually love and obsessed with sprinting now. It's really funny. It's funny how your mind, guys, I'm telling you, it's not even that it's everything. It's more than everything. It's your entire life and everything. Your mindset. It's the only thing you guys can control, and the only thing that literally means absolutely everything. A guy with a solid mindset, to me, is just everything. And I know a lot of guys watching this have that mindset, and like that mindset it's nothing to do with body or how many women you get or anything, how much money you have. It's literally an abundance mindset, pretty much, with a purpose. It's like those two kind of linked together. An abundance mindset with a purpose is like probably the most powerful man. I mean, I hope I'm like that. I hope I have an abundance mindset. For the most part, I do, and I have a purpose as well. But this all shifted at 23. So I started running, guys. Let me not get off this point for the 3rd time. I started running, and I realized that the only limits that you're putting on yourself are on yourself, guys. The only limits that you have in the world are just on yourself. You really have no limits, guys. Like every single human has literally very little limitations. Now, obviously, I talked about in another video realistic goals and stuff like that. But in terms of physical, for me, it comes very. Not that it comes easy, but it's very natural. I like it. It's actually kind of a good thing. I like it. So I started running, and I hate it. I couldn't even run, guys. No shit. I know you guys will be laughing at this shit, but I know a lot of people have been here. I couldn't even run 400 meters, guys. And the way I measured that is because I couldn't even run like a quarter of my local pitch. You know what I mean? A quarter of my local, soccer pitch, like a football GAA. I live in Ireland, guys. It's like a hurling pitch. It's like 2 hurling pitches. I couldn't even run like 400 meters or yards or whatever it is, 400 meters, I think. And at that moment, I was like, oh shit, I was really limiting myself. I was only making myself more and more comfortable by eating loads of food and going to the gym. Like, to make yourself just mentally solid, guys, you have to put yourself through these really uncomfortable moments. So what I started to do is, I listened to David Goggins, and it changed my whole life. I was like, you know what? I wonder, could I ever run like 100 miles? Now, obviously, that goal that's another level, right? But what I did do is I started running, guys. I started running every single day. So it's like, all right, instead of my weights, I'll do a little bit of weights just to maintain the muscle mass. I'll start running. And I ran. And oh my God, guys, I remember at one point I was running so much. I ran like 2 miles, and that was the first mile I ever ran was the biggest achievement nearly of my life. I still remember to this day. I don't think I'll ever forget running my first mile, just like straight, just mile. boom. And I'm talking about 235 pounds. I'm not talking about like everyone watching this, oh, I ran a mile like nothing. Yeah, but you guys weigh 160 pounds. You weigh 180 pounds at 6'3". Like, it's not impressive. I'm talking about 240 pounds at 6'2", right? Or whatever the fuck I am. So like, okay, not that impressive still, but I've never ran in my whole life. So I hit that and I was like, yo, I can literally achieve anything. Started running more, 3 miles, 4 miles, 5. I got up to running. Now I was 180 pounds while I was very skinny. I got up to running about 15 to 20 miles a freaking day. Like, it was just off the scale. It was off the scale for about 3 months, and then I tapered it down. I kind of just stopped. I was like, you know what, I want to get jacked again, because I don't like that feeling of being skinny. I think a lot of people agree that strength is never a weakness, guys. I don't think ever you guys should be getting skinny. It's just don't ever get skinny, guys. It just limits your mental capacity. I think if your confidence is really, you know, if your body is strong, your mind's gonna be strong. I really, truly believe that, guys. Now, I was running crazy. I remember one day I ran like 24 miles, and then I went and played a soccer game for like an hour and a half after. So non-stop running. It was absolutely insane. So that was crazy. And I realized, like, yo, you can really achieve anything, you know, that mental capacity, but that ability to shift, guys. You know, you need to be able to just drop at a moment's notice, guys. Drop at a moment's notice. Like, if you guys have friends or this kind of stuff that are just dogging you out or not doing well, not that you drop them at a moment's notice, you know, be perspicacious, as Tate says. Be very, like, you know, understanding it, and try and like really like understand where they're coming from. Try and absorb the point that they're talking about. Really absorb it now, guys, and process it. You know, and then also try and move with that. Like I was very walking through life up to the age of about 25. I was very like, and I think a lot of people are like this. Most guys are very take it how it is. Like, they take everything how it is. Oh, if this person says it like this, they never like look into how things actually are and why people may say certain things or why people may do certain things. You know, they kind of just take everything at face value, and that's actually a really bad thing, guys. I don't think taking shit at face value is actually a good thing, man. I think it's actually a really bad thing, and it compromises that ability to you know, to break down and understand why people do certain things. So make sure that you, whenever, you know, your girl leaves you or whatever the case may be, guys, make sure to understand, like, am I working towards a higher purpose? Do I have a 5 to 10 year goal? Do I actually have goals? Like, am I just working this shit job because I have to? Oh, I'm just doing it for the money. I was in Tesco the last day after the gym, right? I hate to be harping on about the gym. That was my thing since I was like 15. I like the gym a lot, right? So no making fun of me, guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. You guys can dog me out. It's all good. I love all you guys. Even if you guys hate me, I love you guys. But I was coming into Tesco, and I was just walking, and I was just chilling, you know. And I was just walking, and like, obviously, guys, there's a lot of people in Tesco, right? It's the middle of the friggin' day. It's like 2 o'clock, whatever. And a guy's like, hey, and there's 2 British guys, and they started talking. I love British people, you know, their accents, the way they talk is amazing to me. But anyway, I was like, yo, let me listen to what they're saying. So they start shouting. They're pretty loud, you know what I mean? I'm pretty loud as well in the shop, because I'm always roaring my head off. And they're like, oh, are you working? They're both like, yeah, you're working. I was like, and they're both like, yeah. He goes, and they both like, ah, sure, it's a job. And they both basically alluded to the fact that they both absolutely hate their job and pretty much hate their life because of their job. And guys, I mean, this is like the saddest thing I've ever heard, because the 2 guys, you know, they were not in shape, and there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, they were not in shape. They were not working towards a goal. There was no like progress being made. But I believe that they weren't in shape. They weren't any of these things. Probably didn't have any money because of the job, guys. Because they weren't working towards it. Their mindset was like, and then he goes, you're gonna get a new job, and then the guy goes, sure, it's a job, you know what I mean? Sure, I'll stick with it. It's grand money or whatever. And whether or not they're playing down their achievements, I agree with that too, guys. Don't be like boasting your achievements. Oh, I'm earning 250 grand a year. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, no one even cares. But whether or not they were in that, I could tell that they weren't happy with their job. One guy just looked drawn out. He just looked like life was taken from him. And like, guys, really, truly, are you working towards like a higher purpose? Are you working towards like what you actually want to do? Do you have a 5-year goal, like I said? You know, or are you just showing up? Are you just showing up to work? Yo, let me get this job, and yo, the money's okay, but it's not even that great. See, with inflation, the way things are going, is it really even that great? Like I said, guys, in one of my past videos, just give it a try, I believe it's called. I had a job for 8 months selling stem cells. I recently, I'm got it back now, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of part-time work. And like, I realize now, I'm like, yo, like, just doing something you don't love, guys, what it does is drains you, and everyone else will be saying around you, oh, don't do that, just get a regular thing, just get a job at the post office, just get a job doing this, and you guys will deep down, most of you younger cats under 25, you guys will deep down hate that shit. You guys will be like in college, like, I really just, college just, for some reason, it just doesn't work for me, I'm trying my hardest, but it doesn't really work for me. Maybe I should try to do something else. Guys, if you guys feel in any way like that, 100%, you should try something else. Don't be just staying with something. And this is the whole mentality as well, of shifting fast. Guys, if you are not in a fucking situation that you like your girl is dogging you out, you're getting disrespect from all these people, your friends and shit, guys, stop being a fucking little bitch and fucking stop hanging out with them. If you feel disrespect, if you get those weird feelings, guys, like, oh man, like, I don't like hanging out with this guy, I can't feel what I can't say what I really want to truly say in front of these people, then stop hanging out with these people. Stop putting on a front just so everybody likes you, guys. This is you become the biggest bitch in the world if you do that. You are the biggest bitch in the world. Straight up and down the board, guys. Like, if you were dictated by what other people think and say, bro, you are the biggest punk. Like, it's just straight up how it is, guys. And it's always going to stay like that. And it's always going to be like that. So start living the life you want to live, guys. You know what I mean? I was saying this joke to my friends last night. I've been going to a bunch of funerals recently. And it's like, they say at the funeral, oh, he lived life the way he wanted to. And like, I was thinking in my head, like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I would say? I would say, yo, this motherfucker was a slave to the system, bro. This guy did everything his wife wanted. This guy did everything he hated. Like, he hated his fucking life. Just spin it how it is, guys. But people don't want to be truthful nowadays. The truth hurts, guys. And the way shit is, people need a fucking reality check. You have dudes out here spitting, talking to me, saying, oh, I wouldn't be doing that. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. I don't even care. Like, and then one last topic I want to talk about, guys. I was watching oh shit, what was his name, guys? He was a YouTuber, Irish, all these are Irish YouTubers. And he was basically talking about, he was on a podcast, and his name was Corey Mashed, I want to say. He gave me a follow, he has like 100 subs or whatever, or 300 subs, shout out to him. I don't know where he's from, somewhere in Ireland anyway, Corey Mashed. But he talked about this guy, Lewis, that was on a podcast in Ireland, in the Go House or something. Guys, I recently started to get knowledge about different other YouTubers. The only YouTuber I ever watched my whole life was American and British, right? Well, actually, mostly American. British YouTube was kind of it was okay, but it wasn't, it wasn't the best anyway. So, and he basically talked about on this Lewis guy talked about on this podcast with a couple other, I think it was one other guy or a couple other hosts, so some podcasts anyway, and he basically was like, oh, Irish people are very nice, and they are, guys. Irish people are the nice people in the world. I'm Irish. I would pride myself on being the nicest guy in the world, along with, in my opinion, a lot of other, I think, North American people, the nicest people I've ever met. But he said that basically, they're the nicest people ever, but they're not supportive, guys. And I don't know what it is, guys, but I see straight up YouTubers, and I made the mistake back when I was first on YouTube, and I see all these YouTubers, oh, hit me up and make content, and you hit them up and you don't even give a reply, even though I message people that have been on Joe Rogan and they give me a full podcast. Funny how that works, guys. So who is it really? Are Irish people, does the Irish content community actually want to grow, or are they just bullshit, guys? And I don't want to call people out because I really don't know who's who or what's what, but from what I see, I ain't gonna say it, guys. Say less. You know what I mean? Say less, bro. You guys all know what I'm thinking. It's complete and utter dog shit, and it will never grow unless people actually come together. People have to be supportive of each other, guys. And you don't have to be supportive just because that other person's Irish. I understand that as well, guys, because that's kind of a stupid rhetoric that people try and spew all the time. But I would say to you guys that definitely, you know what I mean? Try and make it so that, you know what I mean, you're like being supportive of other groups. If some kid sends you a message on Instagram, guys, wanting to do a little video or whatever with you, 100% say yeah. Why would you say no? Why would you not see the message and pretend you don't see the message on Instagram? Like, bro, like you're actually exacerbating the problem that you were talking about is bad. So yeah, dude, Irish people, they can talk all they want until you see it. I've seen a lot of great Irish YouTubers. Like I saw that Lewis guy and that Go House thing. That was amazing. Whoever started that are absolute legends and heroes, and will forever be remembered as heroes and legends, guys. Forever, because they truly brought everyone together. And guys, listen to this shit. I was watching another podcast by these people or something like that. I'm not 100% yet understanding of this stuff, but I will be soon. I'm doing my research, guys, in between my videos, because I don't have a lot of free time to do research on other Irish YouTubers. I'm being straight up honest, because I always keep it 100. But he was saying that the Go House or the Goat House or whatever the case may be, guys, this is called not supportive, guys. It was getting egged in Dublin at nighttime. It was getting egged. Like, people were throwing eggs and they were talking trash about it online. I actually saw other YouTubers make videos on how shit the house is and just making fun of them, like slagging them, and just kind of thinking, guys, they don't know how detrimental that is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a content creator, you should be bringing everyone together, guys. You shouldn't be dogging anyone out. This is absolute insanity, guys. This is like, you're like reversing the whole energy. You know, energy is like, it's like transfer of energy. If you're dogging out other YouTubers, other Irish YouTubers, that energy is going to come back negatively on you, and they're going to get positive energy. That's why probably those YouTubers now, that Lewis guy I was talking about, has 800,000 subscribers. 800,000, bruh. So shout out to him, absolute legend. Well, they're Irish, but they don't live in Ireland anymore. They just live in America, obviously. Every single Irish YouTuber fucking bounces. Every single Irish YouTuber bounces. And I don't care, guys, but if you say, like, on your channel, yo, I'm straight up Irish, I'm the most Irish guy ever, and you just it's just, yeah, I've said it in the beginning, guys, and everyone knows deep down what I'm saying is correct. Oh yeah, I'm Irish YouTuber, I'm this big Irish guy, but you know, you don't even live in Ireland, like Jacksepticeye, bro. Come on, you grabbed your shit and you bounced. Like, this is the harsh case of reality, guys. These people are not motivated. They're not like me, man. You reach out to me, want to collab, hit me up, bro. I'll do anything, guys. I will do anything as much as I can to help you. I see other YouTubers are blowing up, guys, Irish guys, and they're blowing up. I'm thinking, yo, these guys are heroes, man, and they've never dogged out anyone. They've never, you know, done anything to anyone. They're always helping. They're always, like, manifesting good energy. You know, it's fire, guys. But then you see other people, and they're hating and all this shit, guys, and they'll never be big, because that hate, guys, is what creates, you know, downfalls of people. It's just, it creates negative energy, and it's just, it'll make you go to a negative mind space in your head. I don't even think negative anymore, guys. I don't even think negative, because if I think negative in any way of hating on someone or whatever, it brings me down a level. I just don't even like doing it, guys. It just, you can see actively that the next day or that same day you're talking negatively about people, it brings you down. I was hanging out with this one guy, and he was like, we were talking about something, and he would actively say, oh, let's just change the subject, let's talk about something else. Because even if the subject was leaning towards talking about somebody or talking bad about somebody, he would immediately switch the subject. You know, these people are like legends. They don't even know how great they are in their own mind. Like, they're just really nice, motivating people, guys, and that's the kind of people you should be hanging out with. Always being able to switch scenes. If you guys don't like hanging out with people, switch the whole, you know, switch your whole outlook, switch everything, guys. Survival of the fittest, like I said, it doesn't mean anything to do with surviving and being the fittest, like the most jacked person. It means, guys, being able to adapt to different situations. Adapt to situations, guys. That's a really key thing, man. So don't ever worry about people not being your friend or whatever the case may be, guys. Oh, well, one day he was nice to me and the next day he wasn't. Who gives a fuck, guys? You shouldn't care. I don't know why. Under the age of 25, guys, do not do that. I'm telling you, for my younger guys out there, man, in college or whatever, don't do that. Don't give in energy and time to this bullshit, guys. Love you all, man. Please leave in the description down below what you guys want to see next, what you guys want to see talk about next, man. Relationship, whatever the case may be. I love the manosphere on YouTube. And yeah, guys, that was kind of a joke, obviously. But yo, the manosphere is hilarious as well. Love you guys all, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.